Mr. Stone, those knees. I know you're very. You like them bent.
Yeah, I like where he's at. Yeah, he has a lot of compression against the ground, and I think that's even great, especially for his age, for the fact that he's really going to make sure he's utilizing the lower half, which is where the power comes from. So I think he doesn't. I like guys that get in. You can definitely get too squatty, but he's not. So you're using a knee lift as your loading mechanism. What you do really well here is you start it early enough where you can get timing out of that, and your back leg still remains firm. So what I tell guys in a knee lift is your knee needs to tuck towards the belly button.
Okay.
And yours is. Now I want to see that back knee and stride foot work forward together. So see how they're moving simultaneously? Mm-hmm. So your back knee and your stride foot are starting to go together forward. So that part's good. Land on the inside part of the shoe. So that's your hitting position. And it looks wider here than it is. That's just the camera being distorted as I stretched it out. But that hitting position is still maintaining its pressure into the ground and your depth. So I want legs to have width, but I also want them to have depth, which you do. So that's why you're hitting the ball so hard as you're using your legs very well. So very similar hitting positions we see here. As I travel to your upper body, I want to look at the timing of your scapula. So it looked like it was a little early there. Stride action and hand action match up. So typically, when guys have a knee lift, their hands will come down or their hands will go back. They'll move somehow with their legs. And you take your hands back pretty early, but you do maintain it. Now, I'm not going to tell you need to adjust that. If you feel like you really struggle on off-speed pitches and your hands leak forward a lot, which may happen anyway because you're 10, but as you get older, what I would like to see and what you would see with a big league guy is as the body goes forward now is when the hands go back. So you see how you take your hands back with your knee lift? Mm-hmm. Now, the good thing is you do maintain them back. They stay back as you travel out. So it's not wrong. But generally, you'll see the timing of my body advances, now I pull back. So you're a little early in your pullback. If you don't ever, if you don't have that hard of a time on off-speed pitches and you can keep your hands back, there's no need to change it. If down the road you feel like, man, I am always out in front of off-speed pitches and I can't keep my hands back, I would want to adjust that. But I don't think you really need to right now. Okay, so leave it as is unless you tell me there's a problem.
Okay, but you don't like because you teach on your videos. Because before it used to be like this. Ronnie used to have them.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that.
I don't like that because our fastball's coming. Mr. Stone, our fastball's coming. Now he's coming. Now he's not loading because he's opening up.
Yeah, his loading mechanism is really good. He's doing a nice job in his legs. I wouldn't change anything about that. That's the strength of your swing. You do that really well. So now it's time to turn. So I want to see the turn bring the hands forward. So see how the hips starting to go? Mm-hmm. And the hands are starting to come forward as well. So that's pretty good there. We call that connection. So your rear elbow is just in front of your hip line. Backside is released. It's actually off the ground a little bit. And you stay through your extension point. So extension happens when your sequence is correct. So see how your back goes forward all the way through extension, which you'll see Canerico do on the other side. So when I see a guy do that, which you're doing on both sides, that tells me all the pieces were working in the right order on the way up. So if a guy cuts his swing off and doesn't get extension, that means we lost the sequence somewhere. So that's a good checkpoint for me to say, okay, everything was right in terms of your body parts working in the right order.
But his head right there.
That's okay.
It's okay. You don't like. Because you always say your face should be down.
Your face doesn't necessarily have to be down. It needs to maintain posture, which he does. So he's staying chin over toes. He's okay there. And your front foot stays connected to the ground. So I wouldn't, as I'm saying, I don't want to change anything with that right now. If down the road, again, you tell me that his hands are leaking forward on off-speed pitches, I would adjust when he's doing his scap load, but I don't think there's a need to fix that right now. Okay? Nice job, man. If you're just watching videos and working with Ron and getting a swing that good, you're doing exactly what you need to be doing.